Hi, my name is Simone and I am a psychic medium tarot reader and intuitive. Welcome to my new channel, as I've just joined YouTube. So I hope over the coming weeks and months that you will keep coming back to join me and enjoy my style of reading. Everybody's different, of course. I have my own unique way of reading the cards, and as most psychics do. So yeah, let's take it from here. So this is a reading for Capricorn, and as we know, Capricorn birthday months are mid-December to mid-January. But the reading for now is a February, March time. So let's see what Spirit wants to give you. Okay, here we go. 4 cards fell out. We have the Ace of Cups that's fallen out. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Wands. So this is very much a situation which feels to me quite emotional, in fact. It's about wanting to drink from that cup of love. It's about wanting to believe in a person that you're involved with. It's about being a typical Capricorn. It's about weighing up the practicalities involved, perhaps the distance involved with a person you're involved with or becoming involved with, and whether it really makes sense on a financial level. Capricorns, you give a lot of thought, and I'm a Capricorn myself actually, but you give a lot of thought to where you invest your time, where we invest our time. It's either usually 100% or no percent. You give it your all, or you're going to give it virtually nothing. And when something's done, my God, you've usually got the patience. But when something reaches a point of no return, that's it, done, finished, no turning back. The heart might want to turn back, but the head will rule. And so my sense right now is you have been involved with somebody for some time, and it's had this new and fresh feeling about it. And over the last few weeks and months, new ideas have come into the situation. And you're starting to consider the future. You're hoping that everything that you've put in here in the emotional sense is going to be coming back to you here. And you've worked hard at this. You've been patient. You may also be involved with someone who's younger than you, or there may be an age difference here. We may be talking about, on one level, an intimate relationship. On another level, we could be talking also about being involved with someone who's just starting out in a new job situation. And so therefore that person may be actually having to give all their attention at the moment to a work area of their life. And yet you feel all this passion, and you want to concentrate on your passion. Yes, this is a card of the earth signs, being Capricorn, So So everything that you do, you want to be very, very, very down to earth. You want to build on it. You want it to make sense. You don't want to run away with a fantasy in your mind. You want the reality, the meat and potatoes, let's say, of what's going on in a relationship. So your partner at the moment feels to me more in this vibe, even though this is the sign of an earth sign, but the cards are multi-layered and they work on different levels. But my strong feeling right now is that this is your partner trying to juggle things, giving their attention much more to their own ideas than perhaps your ideas or your relationship, just at the moment. You, as such, Capricorn, are quite full of energetic love, I would say, right now. It could be that you are very involved, not only in your emotions, but it could be that you're actually very involved with a water sign, being Scorpio, being Cancer, especially coming through at this point for me. Scorpio and Cancer, yes, Pisces, but I'm feeling more Scorpio Cancer, to be honest, here. But still, nevertheless, the emotions are strong. There's a lot of sensitivity here for growth. Somebody wants to take the cup of love into their own hands and maybe bring things much more to some sort of plan in the future, or to create a little nest, a home. So things here are on offer, and you very much want to offer this to your partner. But your partner has a different strategy at the moment, different needs just at this moment in time. I do feel there are 2 locations involved here. I also see the ability to connect with a motorway fairly quickly. So I do believe some of you will be living near the entry point of the main road, stroke motorway. Or it may be that your partner is actually living in that sort of location. If that's the case, and one of you lives very near access to a motorway, then I feel that there's going to be a surprising message coming in for you, or that you will be sending the surprising message. And I feel it livens up the party quite a bit in the relationship, actually. Whatever you've got in your mind. Come on, Spirit, show us what you've got in your mind. What Capricorns have in their mind. Show us what you want us to see at this point in time in the life of Capricorn. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles, and I do feel again this belongs around your partner at this point. It feels to me like they are very much in the throes of building, looking at their career, rethinking their goals, wanting to put energy into a work situation that is still relatively new for them. And here you are in the Page of Wands, trying very hard to concentrate more on the partnership than you are focused on your money right now, which is unusual for a Capricorn, because us guys, we do like stability, and we do like it to show itself to us in the outer world by what we are working on, what we're building on. It has to have tangible results. But At this present moment, emotions are taking over, and the depth of emotion as well. There is quite a depth, quite a passion here. However, because your partner is very based in the material world right now and their own achievements, here, although things feel good on the whole, there is some frustration. There is some communication from the Capricorn side that is struggling to be spoken about. It feels like you start conversations, but then they seem to end up in a silence somewhere along the lines. Not everything comes out from your throat area. Why is that? It's because you want to keep the balance right now. Don't want to rock the boat too much. Treading softly and skillfully around emotions. You can see here that this angel, she has her foot partly in the water and partly on the land. So she's keeping herself nice and safe. And that's what you're doing, Capricorn. You're trying to keep yourselves nice and safe, especially when it comes to emotions, because when it comes to emotions, it may not appear outwardly like Capricorns feel too much. They're very good at putting on a brave face whilst inner turmoil is going on, and often you would never know that a Capricorn was in so much turmoil. We're not good at expressing everything going on inside us. Right, so does your partner come back towards you with further attention? And the answer to that is yes, the arrows of love and communication are here alongside the Fool. And so the love hasn't gone. Here we have what I feel is your partner turning back towards you now with more energy, having given all that attention to their pentacles, their finances, their working life. They're now tending to come back with a depth of feeling within the moon and looking towards what they have to offer you, what you have to offer them, but what they have to offer you. There are definitely strong feelings coming in from your partner. You and yourself, Capricorn, may be confused by the way that your partner communicates with you emotionally. It may be giving you mixed messages. However, not everything about feeling has come to the surface. Not yet. It will, probably around March, but it hasn't come through yet. Not the depths of what this person feels for you. I'm feeling that your partner as well is a bit like you, Capricorn, trying to build up their coffer, trying to build their coins, trying to build themselves up financially, to create a solid base for themselves, whilst at the same time they're struggling a bit with their emotions too, because it feels like they want to tell you something, they want to give you something here. It's very small, what they have to give. In the sense, it's small in the sense that it's still hidden. They've got it in their hands, but they're not handing it over yet. So their offer at this present time on a practical level eventually does actually become this, is this. There is love. There's a big offer of love here. But right now, they're keeping that closely under guard. They're not ready quite yet to communicate what's actually going on in their minds. They're still perfecting the practical side of things. Now, as I said, normally I would take this to be Capricorn, but I can't in this instance. It feels like your partner, possibly a fire sign, just isn't able to give the attention at the moment. But please don't think they don't care. Please think they don't care, because they do care. They do. I just feel they've got a few things they'd like to get into place first. I also think if you live on the top floor of a block, an apartment block, I get the sense that a lot will be going on around mother, a connection to mother, what the mother thinks. Perhaps you're missing that your mother deeply. Women could be quite important at this time to connect with, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. Just being able to connect into that female energy to sort of give you that extra oomph, that extra feeling of confidence might be actually quite important. Now, the next set of cards that fell out are the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Strength card, Leo, or fire energy. So after a period where you may have struggled with trying to understand your partner and their emotions, it looks here like slowly, your partner and you are finding a new footing, and you're not as disappointed in the reality as you have been perhaps in the recent past. There is this sense here of feeling stuck, that plans are just not moving. There seems to be a stillness. Again, I feel this is the partner here. Even though it's an earth card, it feels here your partner has a lot of defenses up, or has had, which has made you in turn become more protective over yourself and your heart. So we've got these two people here who care a lot about each other. But there's also this feeling of, where's it going? Where's it going? What's happening? Underneath, we have the undercurrent energy, which is that of the King of Pentacles. And you can't get more solid than the King of Pentacles. This is very, very much the culmination of all the hard work and effort that has gone into a particular relationship. And as you can see, this pentacle is now quite big. So it feels like your partner, even though this is an earth sign card, it feels I'm talking about your partner here. And it feels like your partner is coming in the next few weeks with something more, more real, more down to earth, feeling a bit more secure and confident at this point of what they can offer. Again, I did say there could be an age difference here. And the other way I want to look at this as well is so, because the Capricorn is very, very, very stirred up at the moment, and like a boiling pot inside for the person that they care about, that they love, willing to give everything, willing to give stability, a certain amount of security, willing to offer all of this to their big, big love. And we have a partner here who wants to accept it, who wants to go forwards, who wants to align. But we've also got a lot of sensitive, very creative, very psychic energy going on here as well. So my sense is that you were meant to meet, you really were. You were meant to experience each other, and the difficulties with grounding the relationship are more or less over because you're both in your different ways coming to some sort of decision around this, and starting to think that perhaps it would be a good idea to take some of the walls, the bricks in the wall down, to let this person in a bit more, or for you to be accepted by your partner a bit more. And it's coming, but it's not without its difficulties. There's nothing easy about love. Nothing at all. We like to think that when we're in love, or love enters our lives, that it's all going to just fall into place. But no, that's not quite the way it works. So somebody here around the Capricorn has things to say as well about this relationship. Maybe you don't want to hear it all. Okay, so I'm also going round a motorway junction. It's like I'm getting lost as to where I come off at this junction. Maybe if you have the name of Paul, or you have the initial P in your first name or your surname, it's possible that it's, you see, I'm going around this section of motorway, and I'm feeling like I need to come off the motorway somewhere around the northwest. Yeah, in a northwesterly direction. I'm doing this, I feel, towards the end of the day, or at night even. And as I arrive at my destination, which I do eventually, I feel you miss the turning in the first instance and you have to turn back on yourself, and then you get the right junction, exit to come off on. So as you head to your destination, I see it like fairly well illuminated. There are street lights. You're coming towards somebody with an idea that may be very spontaneous. You may catch yourself off guard by what you're going to say in the moment. But it actually, because this hasn't been in the moment too well prepared or thought through, it feels to me you come very much closer to the truth of feelings here. And I think you're going to be surprised that the other person doesn't really want to let you down, but they are quite career-minded at the moment. And like I say, normally this would be very much like how a Capricorn would behave. But in this instance, these pentacles feel to me like it's your partner. So I do feel that after a period where you may have felt ignored or not that important, the reality sets in that actually, do you know what? You are pretty important after all. Okay? I think you're going to hear something along those lines, or there's going to be some form of actions to show you this is the case. So Capricorn, for those of you that this is useful for, thank you for listening, and I hope it's been of help, the reading, and I look forward to meeting with you again in the near future, in the coming weeks and months. And in the meantime, thank you for stopping by. Bye for now.